Welcome back, my people. Welcome back, gang. HBCU in the building.
Going on.
Yeah.
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 Uh, fellas, so we're gonna talk about something that's very familiar, especially in 2020, in the 2000s, what mid 2000s, whenever stuff started popping off, man. But we're talking about social media, and I'm gonna start off with a simple question, man. And I just want it in list form, just list it out for me. I'm start with DZ. Which social media platforms do you use the most?
Right now, probably Instagram.
Just one? Okay.
I mean, Instagram, then probably Twitch, then probably Snapchat, Facebook, probably round out the end of that.
I got
and
you.
then it got boring.
What about you, J-Rock?
The only ones I use regularly usually is Instagram and Facebook. I dabble in Twitter from time to time, but that's it.
What about
Man,
you?
I know I saw you on TikTok the other day, man.
About the dance video.
There, I swear.
My boy got that TikTok account, man.
What about you, J-Star? Which ones?
Man, shoot. Bruh, before I got my business, jumbowars.com.
Shout out. JumboWars.com.
I was strictly on Facebook.
Mm.
So now I've migrated off to Instagram, and then I dabble in Twitter for like sports news. You know,
Gotcha.
I follow some people out there.
What about you, Price?
Let's see, MySpace. Only fans only. Oh.
Whoa.
That OnlyFans?
No, borrow your password, bro. No,
no, I use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, because a lot of times I'm selling stuff on those platforms. So,
Man. What about you, James?
Actually, I used Instagram and Reddit is the two I use actually.
Okay.
Reddit be fire. Reddit got everything.
Reddit got everything.
It sure do.
Yeah, I mean, Reddit is ready.
You have to block that John at work.
Yeah, you can get kind of deep in there.
Yeah, it's a deep end too. You gotta know where you keep your, you know what I'm saying, focus.
Wow. So that's news to me, because I mean I use Reddit and I just use it for, a specific purpose. Like I'm looking for something, information. I know it's got the little groups and stuff in there. Like I use it for Funko Pops and stuff like that. Me, I'm mostly Instagram. After that, shoot, man. Man, probably mostly Instagram, honestly, bro, because like my Twitter account dead. I just reactivated Facebook trying to sell some stuff. Snapchat, man, I used to do Snapchat a little bit, but Snapchat, I look at it for like the stories and a little like Bleacher Report and Overtime and watch those little joints. That'd be pretty cool. But other than that, nah, probably mostly Instagram. But the reason why I asked y'all that, man, because I kind of want to see the reasons behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I heard J-Star say, and a couple of y'all said Facebook first, actually. So I kind of want to see like the average Facebook users. Tell me why that's why you use that the most.
Man, because I'm lame, bro.
Because he lame.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm boring when it comes to social media. Like the only time I post is when when there's sports, something related, and really it's boils down to that's probably one of the first ones that was out there that we started using. So I've had it since college, and so it kind of evolved over time. So I'll use the marketplace. I'll use, for my business, and even some personal stuff. You get to check. Our class has a group on there, like high school class, and just different things like that. So it's just the most common. It's where most people are, and just the most widely used. So you can find coworkers if you needed to, and just things like that. And I'm a general guy, so I really ain't got nothing to hide. So it's just, why not?
What that supposed to mean? What you mean?
Like usually,
what you mean, man? Like
to me, at least in my mind, when people get like Instagrams or Snapchats, they don't want they ain't inviting their parents, or they ain't befriending they great uncle. You know what I'm saying?
I
they
disagree.
not on those platforms. They not on those platforms.
I do too. But I'm gonna hold that. But I'm gonna ask a question though, and anybody can answer though. Like Facebook. Like if you're a Facebook user, I know, man. I deactivated that giant a long time ago, bro, and I hadn't used that giant for years. I never was a big user anyway, but long ago, bro, when I deactivated, bro, I swear, dog, like I would pick up my phone, man, and without even thinking, you know, boom, 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 you know, hit, and then I'm scrolling. I'm like, bro, I just looked at this news feed like 2 minutes ago. Why am I scrolling that giant again? So I had to, like dead it, like, bro, that. I knew right then. I'm like, bro, something ain't right. I shouldn't be just automatically opening up my phone. Probably was about to do something else and then instantly do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if did y'all, you know, do y'all feel yourself doing that sometimes?
I feel sometimes with Instagram, especially now with the whole like work from home, like you ain't got nobody like at your desk or anything. Not that I had anybody at my desk before, but you know, now you just got the little bit more freedom to just actually do your work and whatnot. So I found myself scrolling through. I try to put it down or whatever like that and whatnot. But yeah, I found myself, man, I just picked this up 30 minutes ago. It ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing changed.
Let me go let me go and get something else. Let me get something more productive going. And I catch myself.
I mean, I kind of think that's why, you know, like you have multiple social media platforms, you know, because then, I mean, you're right, because if you're gonna be on that Facebook, then they get bored and you're like, let me switch over and see what Instagram got going.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I mean, that's why I started watching Twitch again. Because you know, people do all kinds of stuff on there and you can kind of let it play in the background a little bit.
Gerald, which one you say you use the most, bro? I forgot. I think you said Instagram, eh?
Probably about a time now, but I was Facebook for a long time. I'm not real. I guess with Instagram, I'm kind of like Jay Star, man. I'm boring, so I don't do a whole lot of posting. You know, if I'm typically posting, even on Facebook, like a lot of stuff now, you know, it'd be like memories or if it's about my business or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I've caught myself doing it. I think it's just out of boredom.
Man, that Instagram, man, you can't like in your status, like, all right, I'm not an Instagram user, but you can't like post like clips or like YouTube links, right? It's either pictures or videos, right?
You can post
talking
a
about in the
YouTube link.
story. You talking about in the story.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be in your story. It's not like your status or your post for the day or something like that.
Insert a link in the profile, bro. I ain't finna teach you how to do Instagram right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like Facebook where if I wanted to make a post,
bro,
then, I don't know, that sounds kind of weird.
I get what you're saying, but I you know what? I'm finna jump to it because you said about this hiding thing, man. I need to get back to that before it die. What you was about to say, bro?
I just don't. I mean, for me, I mean, every day, no matter where I am, no matter who I'm in front of. So my aunties, they know me. My grandma know me. My mama know me. Everybody know me as I am. I don't hide nothing on no platform. I don't. That to me, like, don't even make sense. Like, I don't even see the point of being on something.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let y'all chime in and tell me. Cause I'm like Deezy. I don't see the difference as far as hiding goes. But I tell you, Facebook won't allow you to hide. That's the problem. That's the problem, bro. Like the difference between the two. What you about to say, dog?
But I was gonna say like what Jay started saying, because I've met some people that have said the same thing. It's like, you know, with Facebook being around for so long, and then also it just being adopted by older folks.
Yeah.
Some of the other ones, everybody has kind of regulated Facebook to the family friendly.
Yep, exactly.
And then
I get that.
like your Instagram is where, you know what I'm saying, you know, your IG models and other people reside. And
The church folks ain't following your Instagram.
They ain't, bro.
I get
They
that.
ain't. That's
I get
all I'm
that.
saying.
And I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that part of it. But what I'm trying to say is, bro, and like I say, y'all tell me, but bro, Facebook won't allow you to do nothing, bro. Like I literally got on that joint, and I promise you, like people start sending friend requests. The thing about Facebook, bro, is ultra messy, dog. Like I don't understand how you can't do anything without anybody saying. And then not only that, bro, if somebody say, look, man, that dude look familiar, and they talking about me, at some point they'll be able to tie the fact that me and Jay Stone went to college together just by a few clicks. Bro, that ain't cool, bro. That's too
It's
much.
real damn.
like,
That's a lot.
for me.
Yeah.
But that's how it go though, right?
Well, you can definitely limit what people can see, though. You know,
Yeah. I mean, you have to do that. But so
But then then they go back to hiding though. Like why would I have to do that?
You're a secretive person. I don't know, bro. I mean, what you trying to let out?
it's just
Some people don't want
interesting.
everybody
It's
seeing their
interesting to
pictures.
me. It's interesting to me that he's
Then why you on that?
said that though, like because like on Instagram, for me personally, you know what I'm saying, that's a place where you could get into the things that you like and kind of stick with it. You don't got to deal with everybody's emotions. I ain't got to look at people's status and worry about the subliminal message in it. You know what I'm saying? Worry about somebody talking about me. I'm just looking at pictures. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
I can definitely see it being messy, just like anything else. But Facebook, bro, Facebook bring me down. That bring my vibrations down, bro. Like, it just
So,
does.
it's funny you say that.
People like drama,
So-
bro.
Well, and it is. I mean, and the big thing about the social media thing is all based off of the drama and the anytime access to people. So I remember it very vividly. I mean, we're all about the same age, so you know, Facebook rolled out to different colleges at certain different times. But I think we were all in the kind of time frame when it rolled out. I was going to Alabama A&M at the time, and it rolled out in 2005. And I never forget, me and my roommates, we had a slogan that we started to go around with was Facebook starts fights. I don't know how many fights I was witness to going down to the calf, and some chick done wrote on her status that she had so-and-so by her dorm room or walked from such and such to such and such. And it was just messy. And it was messy before you start getting the political part, the racial part, and all that other stuff. It was just messy. It was just messy. And I never really got into it. And that's why I think I'm not as big into social media as I am now, because I never just took that bait at the beginning. But yeah, it's messy, man.
And I'm not even just trying to bash Facebook, but that's facts. Like what James just said, bro, that's facts, bro. Like I just feel like, bro, like Facebook is a place where people come. And I mean, any other rest of them could be too, but people come there to get sad, bro. They go there to be sad. Real talk. Because like seriously, bro, when you pull up something, what do people post? They post the best part of their life, right? Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They such a happy couple. And then you laid up with this rusty nigga that don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna feel bad, right?
Bro, half that stuff, people got their Instagram linked to their Facebook, so it'd be Instagram posts.
No, I
don't know what the difference is, man.
I get that. Yeah, I definitely know what so I'm gonna give y'all, matter of fact, Price, I want you to get in there, bro. My boy just took a hiatus for a second. I'm gonna let you get in there, dog. And then I'm gonna say some stuff.
Well, you know, Instagram, I'm not a very public person, so as far as like really delving into personal life, I don't really get into it, but I do, you know, browse through and just see what's going on, you know, just to kind of, for me personally, to see what's going on back home, because I don't go home very often. So I just kind of want to, you know, kind of stay in touch to some degree.
Keep tabs.
Yeah, keep tabs of what's going on.
Yeah. Man.
I guess my question is it the platform or is it the people?
I think it's both.
Because like I ain't gonna lie, like every day, like Facebook, I'm on Facebook the most, but like I literally probably unfollow like 45 people. I'm serious. Anytime I see something that's stupid, I just hit unfollow. like dude, it's like, man, it's like almost second nature now. So I do think you can kind of you can still control, I guess, what you're intaking and putting out. But I just think I don't want to get ahead of us, but I just think what's
Nah, say
the
what you
biggest
say,
thing with
bro.
social media. I think you got regular messy ass hating people that are regular and messy anyway, hating and messy anyway. And what social media does is, Facebook and all, it just gives them a free platform to do it. I guarantee you, if Facebook charged a monthly fee, 90% of the mess you see every day would disappear because they
Man,
Okay, they're pretty addicted. It depends on how much.
man, they all messy, bro. I heard some kids, well, not kids, but like high school, they were like, "Oh, she was talking crap to me on Snapchat and all this stuff."
That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm just like,
now you talking about low key. That's one of them joints that's low key. Like for real, for real. You talking about, sending messages and pictures that disappear, after the person see it. I mean, it's ways around it, of course. I mean, if they hit screen record on you, you got like period. But you know what I'm saying? If you talking to somebody that you sort of trust or whatever, you feel like you can do that sort of stuff. Man, it's a lot of stuff that go down. And I mean, that's another one of those platforms that's I think it's totally different. I think they all stand in their own lane, bro.
yeah.
And just for me personally, like I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm gonna just tell y'all what hits for me between Facebook and Instagram. And I gave y'all a little bit of the example to begin with about how you can track on Facebook. Like, bro, I literally found this cat that I was selling something to on a selling app. I found him using his name from the shipping label because I couldn't find him nowhere else. But I went to Facebook, found his wife first, then found him and sent him a message through Messenger. I'm like, bro, that's too much. But the fundamental difference to me is on Instagram, and I ain't want to get too deep, sound philosophical, but this is just legit how I feel. You got followers. On Facebook, you got friends. Friends is a very intimate word. And Facebook is hella intimate anyway, because they can get all in your business. But it depends on what you decide to show. Like I say, you can go through the privacy settings and stuff like that. But bro, you can tell you who their mom is. You can do all that type of stuff. And it gives that person a window into your life. And people actually think that they're your friend on there. Like, it's reminding people that it's my birthday today. You telling me happy birthday, but I ain't talked to you in 20 years. Like, fam, you ain't my friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas on Instagram, don't nobody see my birthday. They just followers. If I post some kicks, they like them. That's the end of that transaction. Facebook, bro, real life is in depth. Like, people get into it, and the hooks get into them, and people will defend it. Like, Jay start kind of defending it right now. But
I ain't defending it. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to me though, bro.
If you don't say this person my cousin, you'll never find out they're your cousin unless you posting pictures or you saying what up, cuz, or whatever. You know?
Yeah, but it go another way too though, because the other person can do it.
Not that you have to accept the relationship.
Yeah, but if I don't accept you as my cousin, then you be hitting me up. Oh, you ain't gonna accept that cousin request, cuz?
Pressure.
I mean, but that's a whole different story, though, bro.
It's even worse than that because, like you saying, I'm on Facebook, but before I got on Facebook, they had an option where you could tag people in the pictures that wasn't any of your friends and whatever like that. So if I had a picture, like you said, if I had a picture of me and Vincent from a family reunion we had in Monticello, and it's on my page, but just you mutually or somewhere, whatever, they can actually put the little square around his face,
yeah,
him, Vincent, and then they go back to his, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't have to show that we any type of kin. He just in a picture that I posted on Facebook. Like going back and saying, I know that guy. Let me go ahead and put his information on that picture.
Bruh. But you can do the same thing on Instagram.
You could decline that.
You can, yeah, it comes as
it won't ever happen.
You can decline it on Facebook, bro.
Bro, that giant. Listen, the fact that you can even make those connections makes it different from Instagram off top for me. And I'm not even defending Instagram because I know Instagram and all that stuff can be messy. But the fact that you can make all them connections, all those hooks and all that type of stuff in Facebook, it takes it to a whole nother level. But I want to talk about the addiction part of it and how people get involved in it and all the subliminals and all that type of stuff. Man, I'm gonna give y'all a short story. A girl's mom died in the kitchen, sitting at the table eating, bro. And somehow, before the ambulance even got there, she found the strength to post a picture of herself crying on Facebook. Bro, that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? That's weird, bro. But that type of stuff happens. Like, how many times have you seen like all of these sad moments and all these moments on Facebook in these tragic situations? Like, to me, that's kind of weird, you know.
Man, I'll take it a step further. Like, I've seen situations where somebody has died, like been shot or something, and they're posting the person like laying there shot, you know, and Facebook will eventually take it down for graphic reasons or whatever. But and I saw another picture, man, and this is I agree with you where you're going there, because I just think it's totally too addictive. Like, this girl had a baby, and they hadn't even wiped the baby off, bro. Like, they hadn't even rinsed the baby down. They hadn't wrapped it. Baby still looking red and chalky, you know. And they didn't posted a picture of the baby with the umbilical cord still chilling. You know, I'm like,
bro,
no.
You can't even enjoy the moment.
You can't. Are you kidding me? Are you taking a picture and you just had this baby 10 seconds ago? All right, y'all, she here. He here.
I think that's a mental thing, though, bro. Like, have y'all? How did y'all feel like affecting y'all mentally, personally, not just?
I think as far as how it affected me mentally, I felt like I kind of necessarily got it in check to a degree. I mean, like I said, I know I can. If I'm bored, you know, it's one of them things that just kind of fills up time and whatnot like that.
So you don't be fishing for likes, though.
Was that no, not at all. And I think that goes back to, like I said, even just, you know, even my relationship with just social media, how it came out and just how I've never really been a part of it. But, you know, what I've heard and read and stuff like that, as far as just, you know, how they made these platforms to be, you know, dopamine hits, in a sense that, like you said, you fishing for those likes. You're ready for those comments. I mean, I've been, you know, again, you know, I'm in Atlanta, so I'm in Atlanta, superficial folks everywhere I turn. So, you know, it'd be nothing for me to sit down in a restaurant and the table next to me, you know, got 4 females, all of them in their phone and all of them posting pictures. And every time you hear an alert, they grabbing that phone, you know, to try to see, you know, who's commented or they done got. So, I mean, it is built that way. I mean, it's built to create a connection through, like I said, the dopamine hits of the likes and
actually feel it within your body when you get it.
Yeah, for me, I think it affects my sleep the most. You know, not necessarily just social media, but I guess if you include, you know, like GroupMe and you know, other forums like message boards and stuff like that. At nighttime, I'll just be on my phone in bed, and just time is going by, and I look up and it's 12 o'clock.
So be flying by.
You know, and I haven't, you know, and then you try to put the phone down, but your brain is still functioning, all that stuff that you've been doing. So it's hard to go to sleep. You know, so I guess that's how it affects me the most, just sleep.
Deez, you ever fish for likes, brother?
Fish for likes on my personal page? No. Like, you know, just Donald Hudson, no, he don't fish for likes. But, you know, like I run the Instagram page for the restaurant I work for. So yeah, I try to make sure I post pretty girls or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a little different.
Or people taking shots or cocktails or whatever. But you know, it is what it is on that. That's not necessarily fishing for likes. And I'm also trying to generate business to a certain degree. Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie to you though, my phone go with me everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting still without something to do, I'm on something. I mean, it's just the way it goes. Even if it's just looking through random posts, and I know J-Star has seen it. I be on people's neck on Facebook. I don't know if I follow nobody. They say something stupid, I be like, oh, that's dumb.
So let me ask you a question, though. It's funny you say that, because one thing that I notice about social media is, bruh, it can be a post, you know, your post or somebody else's post, and it can be 1,000 positive messages. But that one negative message that John be having 75 replies. Why is that? Why don't people say thank you for saying that nice thing? You know, it could be a star, bro, and that person can be, you know, a rapper. That dude get 1 million nice posts. That one negative post, my boy added. Why is that?
It feel personal.
Bro, that's weird to me, bro.
It's
weird because I work the opposite,
it's your stuff. It's your Facebook. It's your Instagram.
But you know, I mean, I see that like across the board, bro. Like I see that across the board, and I just don't understand what part of the body and mind makes you feel like that's what I need to respond to.
But see, I think it's just human nature. Like I know, like I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and the same thing. You'll see the guy that he's got a million comments underneath him that are positive. There's that one comment that just triggered him for some reason that he'll create another video talking about the one negative comment. You know, I guess it's just human nature.
I mean, nobody wants to be unliked or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So if you post something, like it's something that you feel. I mean, most people, I mean, I guess some people do just like make random posts. Most people post.
Profound there though. That people don't want to be unliked. That was profound because that's a point that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that 100%. I feel like being liked and getting likes, just like James said, you get that adrenaline rush, you get that feel. It's just like, I mean, it's just like taking drugs. You know what I'm saying? You check your phone, you got 10 likes, you wait an hour. If you sane, you wait an hour and check again, and you got 25. You're like, okay, I got 15 more. Because I mean, I tell you straight up, like I use Instagram for my interest, which is what's behind me. That's it. Like, bro, you don't see my personal life on there. You know, very rare you might see a picture of me. But personal life, no. If I post some kicks, I will check that joint and see how many likes it got. Do I feel bad if I don't get a lot? Nah, because it ain't that type of party. But do I feel good when I do get a lot? Sure. I like that. That's dope because that's what I put it there for people to like it. Yeah. So,
and that's the same reason why people get mad about the one negative comment. I mean, if you post a pair of custom kicks on there that you don't work on for 2 weeks in all your free time, and then, you know, all the other 4 of us say, "Oh, it's great," and then some one person come out and be like, "Man, the regular ass shoes, get them trash ass shoes out
of
you."
That bother me though.
Maybe not, but I'm just saying that's how. But that's how it goes, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, bro, like you feel like you put something into that.
I think, man.
Go ahead, man.
I just think I think part of it, Vito, is the way the community is set up. Like there is no dislike button, you know, on there. It's only the heart or the thumbs up or the care, you know. So it's kind of built around being positive, you know, the whole platform. So and I'll take it a step further real quick. People love them likes, man. People love them likes, bro, because I won't say who, but somebody posted something and I didn't like it. This person will remain anonymous. And they walked into the room and said, "Why haven't you liked my picture yet?"
I think we figured it out.
That's crazy to me, though. Bro,
what? Are you serious?
Like, but listen to what we saying, bro. Do we think that's healthy though, bro? That's not healthy.
I mean, what I feel like is, like I said, I kind of said it before. It's like they met and they made these platforms. I mean, I'm not sitting up in a boardroom, but I'm sure he's had behavioralists and therapists and stuff like that to know how to hack the brain and this and that. Because I mean, and that's what it is. I mean, it's taking human nature and then giving it, like you said, like an adrenaline rush.
I think we need to change that though.
But I mean, like you said, everybody in some shape or form looks for some type of self-validation. The thing is, normally you get it from your normal circle of people that you can touch and you can see and this and that. When you get it from people across the world, across the way, and this and that, that takes that out, and then now all of a sudden now you just, like you said, you fishing for those likes all the time, and sometimes they don't come. Just like a drug head chasing that first hit, you know. They keep
Gerard,
on
what you about to say, bro? Gerald, what you about to say, homie?
I'm just saying, thinking, man, it is crazy. I think it is a lot of people that are out there like fishing for it, but I don't know, man. It's to me, it's just weird. I think it's
weird.
I think it's exposed a lot of. To me, it kind of just goes back. Like it's something wrong with it. It starts with you. It's something wrong with you. Like if I post about my T-shirt, of course, yeah, I'm jockeying for likes. I'm trying to get as many likes as I can, but I'm doing that because I'm trying to increase sales on my product.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I post a picture of me and my wife, I don't give a damn if I get 1 like or 100 likes. Like, it don't hurt my feelings. Like, so I guess yeah, man, it's a lot of people do it, man. I think it's just.
But I think it's a self-esteem thing too.
That's what I'm saying. I think it magnifies people with internal problems already.
Right.
Because it's like.
Does it help them though? I mean, does it help? I'm gonna give y'all one more example. It's this young lady that I would follow on Instagram. She customized sneakers, and she's dope. Like she's dope. Like she been dope before she got a gang of followers. She got a gang of followers like overnight, bro. Like I'm talking about exponential. And I'm talking about, from, I can't give you an exact number. I'm gonna give you like a crazy range. Like it went from 1K to like 20K or something crazy like that, right? But bro, like she already suffered from anxiety. You know what I'm saying? She already, these are things that she said, on Instagram. But then her engagement got low. So she basically started a small campaign talking about her engagement is low and, basically it's hurting her feelings. And they start blaming Instagram. I don't think she did. I can't remember, but I've seen people blame Instagram. They changing the algorithms and messing with my views and they doing. I'm like, bro, you kind of sound a little bit obsessive. You know what I'm saying?
God.
And that's what I'm saying. But like, bro, that's not healthy. So it starts small. We older. So we like probably kind of set in our ways and like, bro, I don't care if you like that John or not. But, we wouldn't post it if we didn't care a little bit, but it's still a point where we can put it back in check. You know what I'm saying? But I can't imagine like coming up with that and then being that person and saying, I need this. I wake up every day. Man, I've seen people crying, bro. Oh, they took my Instagram account. I worked so hard on that account. I got X amount. Now, it's one thing if you're doing that and you're a business and you got a business, but then it's another thing if you're doing it and that's not your primary means and you going all out like this and you need it back and it's affecting your real life. I just feel like we need to watch our people that's close to us and see where they are, with that type of stuff, man, because it will take over your life.
But I guess the question is what was our validation when we were growing up? Obviously social media wasn't a thing. So what was it that was our validation?
And you had to have decent self-esteem.
We didn't, and then Price, we didn't require it for extended periods of time. Like you said, you stay up all night and just look at stuff. Not saying that's something you require, but that's just something that happens, right? So we would, iron our clothes and look at them giants on the bed before we go to school. Like, ooh, that boy gonna be clean tomorrow. So we go for that 8 hours, and we get people that say, "Man, Vito, you fresh today." And then after that giant over with. We going home. We going to hoop. We going to play a video game. We going to do something. We chilling. But now, bro, it's 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So you need that 24/7 validation, bro. I just don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough thing, especially like I would ask the question like if you work 10 hours from your house and you left home and you got to your job, not 10 hours, 10 miles, and you got to your job, and you realize you didn't have your phone, would you turn around and go back and get your phone?
I definitely would.
The answer for most people is they're gonna turn around and go back and get their phone.
Like I feel like there's two different conversations though, with as far as the phone and how social media is, because while they
you can tie them together though, but I see what you're saying.
In there, you tie to that. Like I said, I think social media is a whole different thing. I think just the phone has turned into a utility that we just can't get rid of, as far as just even though the other stuff outside of social media that's on there. The internet at our fingertips, being able to do our bank and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's a whole different conversation. But no, I do feel you how it does help, with the whole addiction piece of it, because it's right there, like you said, and that goes back to the point of those likes, the dopamine hit, waiting for those likes to come in. If it's 11:30 and I'm falling asleep, but then I get a dopamine hit because I gotta go off, then I'm wide awake. I'm checking the phone. I'm trying to see who done followed me, what they looking like, what's on their page.
Man.
Exactly. J-Star, bro, I'm gonna ask you this. Do you know that there's like Instagram, there's kind of like a unwritten rule about Instagram, about followers and crap like that? Do you know that there's actually applications that go out and follow tons of people and then returns and unfollows them with the intent to, I'm gonna follow a bunch of people for this person. And then typically, if a person is I guess straight or whatever, decent, they follow back, right? But then, after a certain period of time, that application goes and unfollows all of those people. So therefore, you just, even if you follow 1,000, 500 follow you back, and then it unfollow those in X amount of days, you might gain 250 followers if those people that decide to see you to unfollow and say, hey, I'm finna unfollow this cat too. This nigga trying to play me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because a follow for a follow is like a thing. Like follow for a follow. You know what I'm saying? But you see how deep that is, though?
Like, oh, that's crazy. So they follow out, so yes, they can get your follow.
Because to have more followers than people that follow you, than people you follow is the way to be. Now, if you follow more people than follow you, you looking like a clown.
They think you a scrub.
Oh, this cat ain't got no followers. You know what
I'm saying? Well, by that rule, if the people that's following you, you at least need to be in this ballpark.
People treat you different, bro. People treat you totally different if you ain't got no followers.
Man, I saw this story, bro, where, well, I guess not a story, but this lady, she's kind of like a public figure or something. And she was starting a live session, and she was like, all right, we're going to wait until we get some people in here. But it went by like 20 minutes. She was like, we're going to wait till we get a few more people in here. I was like, man, what you expect? Like, did you send out a beacon or something? Like, did you put up the Batman sign and say, hey, I'm ready to go live, and people are supposed to be like checking their phone at that time?
If you subscribe to somebody, it'll let you know when they going live.
But bro, what if you working? What if you own a can or something? I don't know.
But to that point though, the way that it's so crazy is you even have people going live and there's only 2 people on there. It's like, ain't nobody even tuning in. Like, what are you, why are you live?
You want me to hang up and just FaceTime you real quick, man? We really got to be on this live right now.
Hey, man, let me just FaceTime you right quick. But bro, just from the conversation though, man, like how do we navigate that, bro? Because I'm sure at some point, all of us, you know what I'm saying, have felt like there was a little bit of an addiction coming on. There was a little bit too much of an emotional investment. How do we navigate that, bro? How do you guys individually stay away from that feeling where you feel like you're tied to it?
Man, I'll hop in there. I give you one time, bro. I knew I was kind of tripping. It was kind of like Price example, where he's laying in the bed and he was on there for a while, just passing time by. And before you know it was 2 o'clock, even though I stay up late anyway. But bro, I was looking at Facebook, and then I went out of it. I was like, all right, I'm done with Facebook. And before I know it, I had opened up Facebook again. Didn't even realize it, man. And I was like, man, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
So, for a while, even through work, I would be looking at my social media, and it was taking a toll on me, getting behind and stuff like that. So I was like, man, I just got to put this away for 8 hours and not even worry about it and just be done, so I can concentrate on why I'm getting paid. You know what I mean? So, it for me, it just came to a head. I was just like, it varies, I think, because sometimes I kind of get tired of it, and it depends on the platform. Like YouTube, I can look at YouTube fairly often, mainly because of the sports stuff, so it really depends, man. I would say it's somewhat of an addiction because even when I'm going to the toilet, I bring my phone and I may be on Facebook, be on something.
That's gonna do magazines no more.
Yeah, ain't no magazines by the toilet no more, man.
Yeah, for
you,
me,
you know you don't
have
want
a,
to.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't have a, I wouldn't say it's just social media, man. It's everything for me. Like, I normally have like a routine. I'll just go through from YouTube to a message board to GroupMe to see if there's a new number on there, how many messages I missed. And I'm talking about, I click through that gen all day, like just randomly all day. So I don't have a handle on it. I couldn't tell you what to do because I'm still doing it.
I mean, for me, it was kind of Instagram. I had to a couple years back. Well, first of all, I got on Facebook just because it was just so toxic, and I changed phones and I didn't know my password, and I feel like that was the perfect time to just keep that going. So I have a Facebook, don't know the password, so can't log into it. Instagram, I took out a couple of the people I was following that was more or less just basic stuff that just would take up time that didn't have any substance. And that's actually kind of how I moved over to Reddit, based off of, if you know anything about Reddit, it has subreddits where you can pretty much subscribe to all kinds of anything. So, I mean, they got hobbies, they got news sources. So that's where I started doing. I started just doing a lot of news sources so I can actually read. And so if I'm going to be on my phone, I'm actually going to be doing might well be doing something constructive. So I started looking up reading stuff. And then, like I said, the same hobbies or different things as far as my own profession. There's a lot of stuff for networking and cybersecurity. So I went in there and just read. And by it being social media, you still have that social media aspect of, people chiming in, people giving you more recommendations. And then again, it still has a social media aspect where people still talking down and crazy. But that allowed me just to get away from something that was not as good for my time. And like I said, at least I'm taking something from it for learning something instead of just scrolling through honestly,
Bad. About you,
Well, for me, I mean, it's easy to get caught up in it, I guess, especially like I was talking about, like, you going to the bathroom and you got your phone. You finished in 10 minutes, being there for 30 minutes because you just done look through everything. But, man, I don't know, it gets more difficult because, I bid on sneakers and stuff. So I be on StockX or Poshmark or Grailed, and well, if I think somebody might make this deal, like, I can't stay away from that. I be waiting so hard for somebody to message me back after I done sent an offer that I think is good. I'm like, oh man, refresh. I can't stay away from that. I be like, man, no. I'm literally gonna like take my phone in the kitchen and put on charger in the kitchen, and I'm just about to go to sleep. Because if I keep that down with me, if it's near me, and I'm looking at something like I'm interested, I ain't gonna stop.
Yeah.
Same thing with Twitter. Same thing with Twitter and sneaker Twitter and them guys that be sending out J23 that be sending out them sneaker alerts. Man, I be looking at them joints all day, man. Like, I see that Twitter thing come up, I'm looking like, man, if something drop.
Can't miss it, huh?
Can't miss it.
What about you, J-Rock?
I definitely be on it. You be on it a lot, but I think part of it is, I think it's one of the ways you get news the fastest. Like, it's instant communication.
Everybody trying to be first too.
Right. So it's that instant, communication. It's like you say, okay, I got to keep looking, just make sure these sneakers drop or whatever. So to me, I don't necessarily look at that as just too negative, because to me in that situation, like, you're looking for a specific reason.
Right.
Or now I think the biggest issue for me is like the whole, like the validation seeking, okay, like I got, I don't know, 2,500 friends on Facebook. I don't feel like those are my friends. Like, those are, you know what I'm saying? Or I have 5,000 followers. Like, no, you know, so I guess that's the part. To me, that's the biggest issue. Like, because I mean, when I think about social media, I've just been thinking while y'all were talking, like, when it was first created, it was like a system where that you can connect with old family, old friends, like y'all say, fine classmates, and now it's morphed into this. It's this crazy thing. Like, and I'm like, I can't really. I do think, you know, that they know what they built, but at the same time, I mean, if they trying to be profitable, so they going off the emotions of what the people are displaying.
It's lucrative.
And we can remember when it got weird too. Like when you would actually I can remember when you would actually get a friend request from somebody you didn't know, and you was like,
yeah, you like,
I'm this dude, man.
I'm not answering. I'm not accepting
now that just commonplace.
You just like, accept it. Like, I might know.
Man, maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
another tick mark.
That's another follower. Like,
yeah,
so,
man.
You know, it's crazy, man. I don't know. I just think it's one of the tough things, man. I think it's one of the things in today's society with the communication, the way we, like I said, that instant. I think you need it, but I don't know. It's just, you can't. I don't know. I guess you can't. I don't know how you control it and stop the
man. I feel what you're saying.
And the everything else.
I feel what you're saying, especially about the needed part. I feel what you're saying. I get it. I don't even want us to touch on the relationship aspect of social media. That was honestly the first reason I got off Facebook, because smoke in the city, man. It was smoke in the city, man.
It was touch and go.
Bruh, it was smoke in the city, man. And I'm just like, bruh, on everything, bro. I'm like, I wasn't even doing nothing. But, bruh, just the fact that you send a message, bro. You know what I'm saying? It starts a train wreck of a situation. Like, you making me look bad because now this person know that you sent. And what if she say, I'm like, fam, it wasn't even like that. You know what I'm saying? You worried about a whole chain of events that ain't even gonna take place. And if it does, who cares? Look at Jay Star. He smelled me.
Bruh, been there.
Yeah, for the longest, I never opposite sex pictures. Yeah, I ain't liking them. Just because, like you said, it showed your name and 55 others like this.
Ain't it, man?
When she scrolled through, that's when she gonna.
That's what's gonna pop up. Ain't it, bro? Ain't that messy, bro?
And don't not like her picture.
You trying to like another picture? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, fam. You know what I'm saying? So that was years ago, man. So I let Facebook go years ago, because like, honestly, man, social media and relationships, I just don't see them mixing that well unless you are, you know, seasoned in that situation and got a large level of trust. Because I still think it's a little bit something in the back of the head, like, you know, what this nigga doing? You know what I'm saying? But
it's like even for like new relationships, it's like a badge of honor to post like in a relationship, and now everybody see it. So if y'all break up, you know, I told one of my friends, she like broke up with this dude, and you know, she was like, you know, he ain't no good, blah blah blah, and all this, and then like 3 weeks later they got back together.
Right, you don't put yourself out there, clowning the same dude. Now y'all boot up again.
Now I would backdoor that with the relationship piece and the other part of it, and go to what you were talking about earlier. As far as everybody gets on social media, I shouldn't say everybody, but I mean it depresses you, because you look on the other side of the fence, like they say grass is always green on the other side, or you think it is. You know, so you looking at your relationship and it's like, you know, such and them, they taking trips to Cancun, such and such. Exactly. They going to STK, such and such and them. She just bought him a new car, like, and you sitting over there, you know, lint in your pockets, and you like, I can't. But yeah, she see this all day long because that's all she can scroll and scroll.
Take your ass over there with him then.
And so.
Like Like Vito said, I don't know if y'all heard him. Broke in the mud.
Broke in the mud, bro. They be broke in the mud.
But I will say there is the positive side as well. Because I met my wife through social media. Now we did have a mutual friend, but we met through social media. So, I mean, I guess there's some positive to it as well.
Yeah.
Match.com, was it, man?
No, definitely wasn't that.
Farmers only.
I mean, it's funny that
It was actually MySpace.
it's funny that Price said it, and J-Rod said something too earlier that kind of tie that together, bro. Like the positive. So the reason why I say we need it, and J-Rod hit the nail on the head, is like
Vito, it's kind of hard hearing you, bro. I don't know if that's just me.
Yes,
like instant news, man. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you at all.
I don't hear nothing.
Sorry, folks.
Technical difficulties.
Well, while
Nada.
my boy get it together, man.
He got an iPhone. Y'all gotta look over.
Yeah, nah, you got that Samsung.
Bro, I don't know why y'all can't hear me, man.
It's so low.
Huh?
Real low.
It's still low.
Man. Anyway, bro. Man, I got it. Man, hold up. Can y'all hear me now?
He's stunned. He wanted to stun on.
Can y'all hear me, man?
Is he stunned? Yeah, we even better now.
I'm just gonna have to finish the show like this.
Mic check.
Nice.
Put the mic out like David Ruffin on the face.
Nah, man, for real though, what I was saying was that the positive side of it, like Price said, and like J-Rock said, the instant news piece, man, is that
Price.
Swear that.
So like, think about Black Lives Matter, man. Think about all that stuff that does come to us instant. Think about Jacob that just got shot, man. Like all that stuff, you see that because of social media. So it gives us an opportunity to talk about, the positive things and try to push that message forward. So I agree with that, man. It does give us instant news. I just want us to be able to rein in some of that negativity, which is why we're doing what we're doing now. Because when I post videos like this, bro, like this ain't gonna be something negative. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to bash anybody or anything for that matter. We're trying to be here to inform and stuff like that. So this is a form of social media. We on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
What do y'all think some of the most positive things you get out of social media? Just want to end this on a positive note.
For me, man, you touched on it pretty well there. Like, I don't know if we would be here where we are today if as far as the social aspect of things, like what happened that day with Jacob or what happened with George Floyd, like the light that social media shines on that. Like the only, what people say, this is not new. It's just being recorded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is not a new phenomenon. We've been knowing that things like this happen, and it's the problem has always been, we had no proof, or people want to see it in real time, and people, it doesn't really hit home with people until they see it actually in their face. That's why George Floyd's death was terrible. God knows it was terrible, but the fact that it was in your face and you were actually able to relate and empathize and say, man, that was terrible. But if you would have just read a story, cop kills man on ground at the newspaper, you'd have been like, next page. So it shines a light on a dark situation that we have not had the platform for.
I jump in there. I say like the positive, just like J-Star said, as far as just news in general. I mean, it just gives us the ability to get news, like I said, right there at the touch of a button. I think other positive aspects from a business standpoint, I think J-Star could agree, like with my t-shirts, like, yeah, I'm reaching people that I would have never reached before, just by, I post something, J-Star shared it, and now somebody in New York asking me for a shirt. So that's somebody I would have never known or never probably got in contact with. So I think things like that, those are all positive aspects. Even even some of the relationship stuff, like, finding that family member or a lot of the, you have the class reunion pages, you're keeping in touch with classmates, things like that. So I think those are all, great, strong positives. I just think anytime, you get something on that large of a scale, the negativity gonna come with it. So you just kind of gotta balance it out, man, but I think all those are positive things, that we can celebrate.
That's true, bro. I was laughing at your shirt, man.
Oh, you see it, man? Hey, I can make y'all one, man.
Is it? I saw that shirt when it first started, man.
Bro, I'm just not seeing that, John, bro.
Hey, just hit my DM, man, and I can hook y'all up, man. This is what I'm talking about.
I was like,
Jesus, what about
hey,
you,
do you
brother?
barbecue, man, or you do the cherry, man?
Oh man.
Oh man. I see there's a lot of positive, the things that J Rock and J Star just talked about. I mean, there's a lot, as the parent of a 15-year-old girl, it's kind of nice to be able to have on my social media. And I mean, obviously she can do whatever she wants. I can't see everything, but you can kind of see into the world of her friends a little bit and stuff like that. So that's a positive, something that you can get. People that you don't get to keep up with. I don't have to talk to Vito every day because every day we either tagging us on a raffle for some sneakers or something like that. It's just little things. You ain't gotta reach out. You ain't gotta make a phone call. My grandmother still use the phone. The phone rings. She's like, "Oh, I wonder if it's so and so." I can just click on James' page real quick. And be like, "Yo, bro, you good?" And he can hit the thumbs up, and we ain't got to say nothing else. So I think those are, those are positives in their own way. And entertainment, man. I mean, honestly, especially in times now, everything's shut down. Man,
Yeah.
I believe I don't know what would happen without social media in these past few months.
Yeah,
It's probably kept things going, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
But yeah, some good parts about it for sure. Yeah, definitely. What about you, Jane?
I mean, everybody took my answers. I mean, they were all good answers, but I think, just the communication piece of it. I think what it meant to be from the wireframes and when it was in the meetings, as far as what it meant social media to be, as far as the communication aspect, the economic aspect, as far as being able to do your business, the informational piece of it, for as trade news stories around the world, getting news at an instance, there's things in that. I think all those are great things. Those are all things that I use, today. So I think those are all the positive things that has came about with social media.
Oh, Price, you got anything you wanted to add, brother?
Oh yeah, me, some of the positives, obviously sports and stuff. Keeping up with that by the minute. We used to watch Sports Center. That was big for us, but now it's like you got it at your fingertips in a second. Weather. I can remember as a kid having to sit all night waiting, looking at Channel 3. To see what
That was the worst. That TV guy I missed that one channel.
WLBT.
Right.
Trying to figure out who won that high school game.
Right. See, find out who won the high school game. Also, Amber Alerts. They come instantly to your phone, so the reaction time for that is so much quicker now. Just the ease of access. My son speaks to his grandmother every day. Video call. She's all in Mexico, so that's conversations that he wouldn't be able to have, and she wouldn't be able to experience, especially during this time. Wouldn't be able to experience them, without it. So it's definitely some positive.
Definitely. International phone card, man. Pay that phone bill, man.
Man, can y'all still can barely hear me?
No, you good.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. I was just gonna say, man, in closing, that's all beautiful stuff, man. I agree. I wanted to end on the positive note because I feel like there's a beauty in every ugly. Don't get me wrong. I still feel like, social media, there's a lot of issues with it, but I think that's something that we can change. And like I said, that's part of the reason we're doing what we're doing right now. So, you know, man, I encourage everybody to not necessarily just put the phone down all the time, but put it down some of the time, man. Kind of watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? We all fall victim to it, man. We all want, you know, to feel good. We all want that validation. We get the validation from the people you love. You know, if you getting validation through social media, that's fine as well. But keep it in check, man. Just be mindful, man. I tell, you know, everybody I'm close to that, just to self-love, man. You know what I'm saying? And your friends and family that's by you. You know, sometimes people feel like they don't support you as much, but it's all a matter of reaching out. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't talked to Price in years, bro. But when I start talking to niggas, like we ain't missed a beat. So just reach out to your family, man. Reach out to your friends and just talk and love each other, bro. And you won't need social media quite as much. I promise you that. And
All right.
with that said,
Good stuff, man.
guys,
Good stuff.
we out.
Peace out,
HBCU.
fellas. Peace out.
Peace.
Good stuff.